So, today's Throwback Thursday is a Sims 2 special. I mentioned that I had been to see my good friend Simmons in Leeds, and he had acquired for me, which I had to pay for, unfortunately, a very nice item indeed. But before we get into that, I just want to, let's get in straight into it. So, if you have followed my streams for a long time, not really a long time, long enough, you'll probably be aware that I am a huge fan of The Sims 2. I bought it. I actually got it for Christmas when it was brand new. I got it the year it came out, which was quite rare at the time, 2004. Except I didn't get. I got the Thai version, but that's a whole other thing. We'll get into that because I do want to do a whole unboxing and sort of retrospective of this item. But we are going to take a quick look at it today. And, well, when Simmons posted about this on the Discord, naturally, I couldn't help but go for it. And, well, here is the item. I'm not sure... Yeah, that's the front, isn't it? Because that's where the front door is. It is a tin Sims 2 Limited Collector's Edition box. Now, I call it a box. Let's just take a quick look. Well, first of all, should I go into the details here? Nah, I'm going to do a full-on unboxing and, like I say, a bit of a retrospective, so I think I'll save it for that. But you can see that it's sort of like a house, and it's very cute. I think you could probably recreate this in The Sims 2, although it's quite thin. You probably wouldn't get much room out of it. You couldn't do a lot with this house, but you could still make such a house if you wanted to. It opens at the top, and inside it's quite a curious thing because, well, there's quite a bit of room in there, as you can see, but it's got inside this limited edition collector's box. You'd think the tin would be the collector's box, but no, apparently this thing is, and it's Velcro attached, and it folds out in a sort of concertina, and there's lots of pictures of Sims inside, which is rather good. You'll notice a lot of pets as well. We'll get into that. And indeed, there's also a piece of artwork that I've never seen before, and looks like it's unique to this. Got a car. In fact, it's very much Sims 2 Nightlife, that artwork, so maybe that's where that stems from. But again, I bought that pack new, so I don't remember seeing that. And yeah, you get a bit of information about the game that you probably already own. Again, we'll get into that. And yeah, it tells you more about a very particular part of The Sims 2. It's all actually very heavily based around The Sims 2 pets. It's also got this certificate of authenticity, which is actually printed on the box, which is unusual. The certificate is not a separate thing. Kind of cool, because it means you can't lose it, and this is number 56,861 out of an edition of 80,000. I'm assuming 80,000 of this particular box. Once again, we'll get into that. Oh, dang! It does come out! Ah. Well, I guess you can lose it, and thankfully this one was never lost. But you may be thinking, well, it's a Sims 2 box. Where the balls are the games? And the answer is not quite as clear as you might think, because it folds out like this, and as you can see, there are spaces for... hold on. How does it go? The base game is there at the start, and then it's got a separate slot for every single expansion pack. Now, when it was first discovered, this item, I did say to Simmons, is it complete? And he said that, I should mention, after he'd already won the auction for it, I hasten to add, he said, oh, there's not any discs included with it. He didn't think there were any discs included with it. And correct, there are no discs included with it. So I looked online, and there's actually very little information about this online. The only stuff you can find is either eBay listings for it, or other people, particularly Simblers, or Sims tumblers, who have also bought it, and they as far as I could tell, they weren't especially generous on the photo front. So, but all of the photos that I found online for this do not show discs at all. Some of them have some of the expansions included, and I do wonder if this potentially originally contained a copy of the base game, potentially the very likely the special DVD edition, which was just one disc. I'll again get into why. So it seems conclusive that this box just did not have any discs in. And I will present a further piece of evidence because, well, I have some of my expansion packs here, and I didn't realise there's no discs in these, basically, because they are all in my dusty old disc vault, which is just a big disc sleeve bag thing. There's a lot of stuff in here. It's very dusty. And inside here are all of my, somewhere, yeah, here we go. So we've got all of my Sims 2 expansion packs, including my Thai Sims 2, and you can see my dad's written a disc there that's got the English setup on it, which is just great. But we will, yeah, that's a good one to go for, actually. Sims 2 University. Now, you'll notice, first of all, that if we find the relevant part of the box that is... it's kind of hard to sort of get opened, this. It's a bit strange. It's not the best of designs. But nevertheless, we're going to open it and we're going to get to where University lives, which is actually slightly awkward because it's right at the end. Now... that's University, right? This is University. Oh, wait. I can't actually get both discs onto this little holdy thing. So, I'm not sure what... in fact, I can't get any discs on there. So the first one just about goes on. Sorry, I'm not talking into the mic here, am I? Paul Gannon would be very upset. The second one doesn't really go on. It sort of sits on there, but it very easily falls off. So, I do have to question the design of this, because if you tried to keep all your Sims items in here, well, they simply would not fit. You can, I mean, particularly in the case of the base game, because unless you have the special DVD edition, it's on 4 discs. Back in the day when we had CDs and big games had to be split across multiple discs. And I think the base game is only like a couple of gigabytes, but that was huge back in the day. And yeah, it's on 4 discs, and you can't even fit 2 discs on here, so it's a bit of a puzzle. Not only that, but it... naturally, I mean, you saw that all the artwork was all about The Sims 2 Pets. Now, there were many, many more expansion packs released after The Sims 2 Pets. But, I mean, this has a few of the stuff packs as well. I don't think I have Glamour Life stuff, not boxed, but I think Family Fun stuff, yeah, that was 2006, so that's a bit earlier than I thought it was. Festive Holiday, that is also 2006. But this box set doesn't include Teen Style, and that is 2007. So, this leads me to believe, I'm pretty sure Pets was 2006. So, that suggests that this box set is circa 2006, maybe even early 2007, before... I mean, I think I'd stopped buying Sims 2 stuff by that point. I think I'd naturally moved on with my games, and Sims 2 was no longer part of my repertoire. But 2007, I'm just trying to remember what was released then. It may have been the H&M stuff, and possibly Bon Voyage, or maybe I think Free Time was later, actually, but possibly Bon Voyage. Either way, those packs are not included in this. So this suggests to me early 2007, maybe late 2006. Here's the thing. I was still buying Sims 2 packs and things in 2006. That was kind of the time when I was buying all this stuff because, I had my own money and I had a computer that the Sims 2 would actually run on, so I was getting back into it. I bought Pets. I mean, I say it would run on the computer. It just about ran. It was not a good experience, but it kind of ran. Anyway, yeah, I'd got Pets and I'd got Teen Style and I got a couple of the others. I do remember getting Glamour Life, but I don't know what happened to it. And I never ever saw this in the shop. So I've no idea where it was sold and what else could have been included, because like we saw, there is quite a bit of space in this box, and if we were to do the classic unboxing thing on this on my main channel and compare it to a contemporary big box PC game, it's actually like really thick compared to even a big box PC game. It's monstrously big, and but this box doesn't fill the whole space, so who knows what was included with it. Second of all, there were 4 different variants of this, as far as I can tell. There was this one, which is just a house. There was one that looked kind of similar to this, but it had Sims 2 Shop and Sims 2 Restaurant on it. There was one that was another house, but it was white. And then there was another house that I think, if I remember, it was all brick. So you can see this one's got a brick on the side, and then it's white on the back, and then got brick and white on the front. I'm fairly sure the 4th one was all brick. Again, there is not a whole lot of information out there for this, so I'm going to have to do some digging on archive.org, maybe look at some old game shop catalogues and things. It seems that I said, oh, it must have been circa 2006. It literally says copyright 2006 EA Games on here. From what I can gather, it was released in Europe only. So that's already quite unusual. But, like I say, I never saw it in the shops. I don't remember seeing it, and I probably would have remembered something like that. So, yeah, it's a right old puzzle, this, isn't it? There is a lot to learn about this item. One other slight curiosity, which surprises me, it fits with the timeline, but I'm not. It is a strange thing to include. The Sims 2 is predominantly a PC game. All the expansions were released for PC, and if you want the definitive experience, you're playing the PC version. And yet, you will note that, well, if you're not familiar with The Sims 2, you might just think, okay, well, that's The Sims 2 and The Sims 2 Pets expansion. Not so, because that is The Sims 2 Pets expansion. You can see at the bottom it says expansion pack. These are the console versions of the game. So if you are some sort of bonkers collector who has every bit of Sims 2 in 2006, which at the time that would have been a lot of money, yeah, you can put them in there as well. But it raises further questions, because clearly they are au fait with the Sims 2 offering at the time, but then on some of the 2-disc expansions, and indeed the 4-disc main game, you can't fit them in. I don't know if there was a DVD version of University released that had everything on 1 disc. I'm not familiar with that. As far as I'm aware, there was only the 2-disc edition. The same with Pets. I'm pretty sure that's on 2 discs. And you'd think they would have thought of that, given that this is very much Pets themed and was released around the time of Pets. Now I'm thinking about it, I think Seasons was after Pets, but whatever. That's by the by. We'll do the proper research and get into the actual nitty-gritty of this thing when I do a full-on video of it. But I am really, really interested to find out where this is from, how it came to be, what circumstances it was sold under, where you could get it, how much it was for, and what all was included, if not just this. It's going to be interesting, it's going to be fascinating. I am looking forward because it's going to be more than just an unboxing. It's going to be a whole deep dive into this particular relic of video game history. And I think it's going to be absolutely fascinating. But anyway, just for now, it's going to go on the shelf and eventually into a box because we're still packing. As if this vlog hasn't gone on long enough, newsflash, the final set of stickers are here. So, if you've been holding out, waiting for all the stickers to be released before you purchase your sticker album, which there is a link down below in the description, then all the stickers are out now. You may note that there is one omission. I haven't decided what to do with EA01 yet, but rest assured I will have something for you at some point, possibly for the 11th anniversary. But disregarding that, every other sticker is now available, so if you've been waiting to fill up your sticker album, well, get your orders in, folks, and maybe I can make the money back that I spent on all the stickers. Right, well, I think that's a vlog. That's gone on for way too long. One of my longer vlogs, but hey, it's The Sims 2, and I ain't going to apologise for that. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you all for the next one.